back to the channel. It's Formula Park 1. We showcase amateur news and amateur athletes every day. If you're a player coach and would like an interview, DM me for a collaboration. And if you want to support the channel, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Today we're talking about the top players, the, the top the top teams in the AP poll. Coming in at number one is Ohio State, who has a record of 9-0, previously ranked number one, and they defeated Purdue last week 34-10. And their next opponent is against UCLA this coming Saturday. And Ohio State Buckeyes has a sophomore quarterback who's been doing great this season. He has 2,400 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, 4 intercepts, and a QBR of 91.1, and is ranked number one. And he has a dynamic receiver, Jeremiah Smith, a wide receiver who's a sophomore who has 65 receptions, 852 yards, 10 touchdowns, and averaging over 13 yards per catch. Coming at number two is the Indiana Hoosiers, who previously ranked number two. It comes in this week with a record of 10-0. Their last game, they defeated Penn State 27-24, and their next opponent is Wisconsin. And Indiana is led by Fernando Mendoza, a junior quarterback from Miami who has 2,300 passing yards, 26 touchdowns, 5 intercepts, and a QBR of 88.1, and is ranked fourth in the nation. And he has a dynamic senior running back, Roman Hemby from Maryland, who has 137 carries, 656 yards, 5 touchdowns, and averaging over 4 yards per carry. Coming in at number three is the Texas A&M Aggies, who was previously ranked number three, who comes in this week with a record of 9-0, and they defeated Missouri 38-17. And their next game they have is against South Carolina, a big SEC matchup. And Texas A&M is led by Heisman hopeful Marcel Reed, a quarterback who's a sophomore, who's 6 feet 1, weighing 185 pounds, and is from Nashville, Tennessee. And this season, he has 2,100 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, 6 intercepts, and a QBR of 78.2, and ranked 16th in the nation. And to aid him is Reuben Owens II, a sophomore who's 5'11", weighing 215 pounds, and he's from El Campo, Texas, who has 91 carries, 542 yards, 1 touchdown, and averaging 6 yards per carry. Coming in at number four is Alabama Crimson Tide, previously ranked number four, who has a record so far of 8-1, and their next opponent against Oklahoma. And they have a dynamic junior quarterback, Ty Simpson, who's 6'2", sorry about that, 208 pounds, and from Martin, Tennessee, who has 2,400 passing yards already, 21 touchdowns, 1 intercept, and a QBR of 81.3, and ranked 13 in the nation. And he has a dynamic wide receiver, one of my favorites this season, Jeremy Bernard, a senior who's 6'1", weighing 204 pounds, and from Las Vegas, Nevada, who has 41 receptions, over 600 yards receiving, 6 touchdowns, and averaging over 14 yards per catch. Coming at number five is the Georgia Bulldogs, who's previously ranked number five with a 20-25 record of 8-1 so far. Their last opponent, they defeated Mississippi State 41-21. Next game they have against is Texas, and they are led by Gunnar Stockton, a junior quarterback who's 6'1", weighing 215 pounds. He's from Tigers, Georgia. He has over 2,000 yards passing already, 15 touchdowns, 2 intercepts, and a QBR of 87.4, and he's third ranked in the nation. Coming in number six, Coming at number six is Ole Miss. The Ole Miss Rebels, who was previously ranked number seven, they come in this week with a record of 9-1, and they defeated Citadel 49-0. Their next game they have is against Florida, and they are led by senior quarterback Trinidad Chamberlain, who's 6'1", 200 pounds, and he's from Grand Rapids, Michigan. He has 23 and 56 yards passing already, 13 touchdowns, two intercepts, and a QBR of 84.3, and he's 8th ranked. And he's led by Kawan Lacey, a sophomore running back who's 5'11", weighing 200 pounds, and from Dallas, Texas. He has 200 carries, 912 yards, 16 touchdowns, and averaging over 4 yards per carry. And coming in number seven is the Oregon Ducks, who was previously ranked number six, who comes in a record of 8-1. The last game they defeated Ohio 18-16. Their next game is against Minnesota, and they are led by Dante Moore, a sophomore quarterback who's 6'3", weighing 206 pounds, from Detroit, Michigan. He has 1,800 passing yards already, 19 touchdowns, 5 intercepts, and a QBR of 69.4. It is 37th ranked in the country. And he is aided by Norton Winterton, a senior running back who is 5'8", weighing 200 pounds, for Fort Valley, California, who has 68 carries, 551 yards, 4 touchdowns, and averaging over 8 yards per rush. Coming at number 8 is Texas Tech Red Raiders, who previously ranked number 9, who has a record of 9-1. Last game, they were defeated by BYU 29-7. Their next opponent is UCF, and the Red Raiders are led by Britton Morton, a senior quarterback who has 1,900 passing yards already, 16 touchdowns, 4 intercepts, and a QBR rating of 68.1, and he's 45th ranked in the nation. And he is led by a sophomore sensational running back, Cameron Dickey, who's 5'10", weighing 215 pounds, from Austin, Texas. He has 157 carries, 867 yards, 11 touchdowns, and averaging over 5 yards per carry. Coming in number 9 is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, who was previously ranked number 10, has a record of 7-2, and they defeated Navy 49-10. Their next opponent is against Pittsburgh, and they're led by C.J. Carr, a freshman quarterback who's 6'3", weighing 210 pounds, from Saline, Michigan, and he has over 2,200 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, 4 intercepts, and a QBR of 83.3, ranked 10 in the nation. And he has a dynamic running back, Jeremiah Love, a junior, who's 6 feet, weighing 214 pounds, from St. Louis, Missouri, who has 154 carries, 988 yards, 13 touchdowns, and his yards per carry is over 6 yards. Coming in number 10 is the Texas Longhorns, who's previously ranked number 13, who has a record of 7-2, and this week they were idle. Their next game is against Georgia, and they're led by Arch Manning, a sophomore quarterback who's 6'4", weighing 219 pounds, and he's from New Orleans, Louisiana. This season, he has 2,100 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 6 intercepts, and a QBR of 63.3, and he's ranked 59th in the nation. And at wideout, he has a dynamic player, Ryan Wingo, who is a senior, who is 6 feet 2, weighing 214 pounds, from St. Louis, Missouri. He has 31 receptions, 593 yards, 5 touchdowns, and averaging over 19 yards per catch. Coming at number 11 is the Oklahoma Sooners, who was previously ranked number 11. And so far this season, they are 7-2. In week 11, they were idle. Their next opponent is against Alabama, and they are led by John Mature, a junior quarterback who's 6 feet 1, weighing 220 pounds, from Little Elm, Texas, who has 19 and 49 yards passing already, 8 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, and have a QBR of 68.6, and he's 41st in the nation. Coming at number 12 is BYU. They was previously ranked number 8, and they come in with a record of 8-1. They lost to Texas Tech 29-7. Their next opponent is TCU. And they're led by Bear Barchmer, a freshman who's 6 feet 2, weighing 220 pounds, from Marietta, California. He has over 1,800 yards passing already, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and has a QBR of 77.7 and 21st ranked. And he has a outstanding running back, L.J. Martin, a junior. He's 6 feet 2, weighing 220 pounds, from El Paso, Texas. He weighs 142. No, he has 142 carries, 820 yards, and 5 touchdowns, and he's averaging over 5 yards per carry. Coming at number 13 is the Vanderbilt Commodores, who's previously ranked number 15, comes in this week with a record of 8-2, and they defeated Auburn 45-38 in overtime. Their next game is against Kentucky. They're led by Diego Peve, a senior who's 6 feet, weighing 270 pounds, from Alberto, New Mexico. So far, he has 2,400 passing yards, 21 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and a QBR of 86, and he's ranked 6th in the nation. Coming in at number 14 is the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, who was previously ranked number 16. They come in with a record of 8-1. In week 11, they were idle. The next game they play is against Boston College, and they're led by Haynes King, a senior quarterback who's 6 feet 3, weighing 215 pounds, from Longville, Texas. He has over 1,800 yards. His QBR is 84.2, 9 touchdowns, and 9 ranked, and 2 interceptions. Coming in at number 15 is the Utah Utes, who was previously ranked number 17, who has a record of 6-2, and their next opponent is against Baylor, and they're led by Devon Dampier, a junior quarterback, 5'11", weighing 204 pounds. He's from Phoenix, Arizona. So far, he has 1,500 passing yards, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and a QBR of 83, and is ranked number 11. Coming as number 16 is the Miami Hurricanes, who was previously ranked number 18. They have a 7-2 record so far, and they defeated Syracuse 38-10. Their next opponent is NC State. They're led by Carson Beck, a senior quarterback who's 6 feet 4, weighing 220 pounds, from Jacksonville, Florida. So far, he has 2,100 passing yards, over 2,100 passing yards, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and a QBR of 78.1, and is ranked number 17 in the nation. Coming at number 17 is the USC Trojans, previously ranked number 20, who has a record of 7-2. They defeated Northwestern 38-17, and their next opponent is Iowa, and they're led by Jaden Mavabe, a junior quarterback who's 6 feet 4, weighing 230 pounds, and so far this season he has over 2,600 passing yards, 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and a QBR of 90.7, and he's second ranked in the nation. Coming in number 18 is the Michigan Wolverines, previously ranked number 21, who has a record of 7-2, and their next opponent is against Northwestern, and they're led by freshman quarterback Bryce Underwood, who's 6 feet 4. He weighs 228 pounds from Detroit, Michigan. He has 1,671 yards passing already, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and a QBR of 66.0, and he's ranked 50th. Coming at number 19 is the Louisville Cardinals, previously ranked number 14. They have a record of 7-2. Last game they lost to California 29-26 in overtime. Their next opponent is at Clemson, and they're led by Miller Moss, a senior quarterback who's 6 feet 2, weighing 210 pounds from Los Angeles, California. And he has over 2,100 passing yards already, 11 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and a QBR of 59.7, and he's 67 ranked in the nation. And he has the outstanding senior wide receiver, Chris Bell, who's 6 feet 2, weighing 220 pounds from Yazoo City, Mississippi. He has 62 receptions, 792 yards, 6 touchdowns, and averaging over 12 yards per catch. Coming at number 20 is the Virginia Cavaliers, who previously ranked number 12, and they come in with a record of 8-2, and they lost to Wake Forest 16-9. Their next game is against Duke, and they're led by Chandler Morris, a senior quarterback who's 6 feet, 192 pounds, and he's from Texas. And he has so far this season 2,000 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and a QBR of 66.6. And he has a dynamic senior running back, Jamari Taylor, who's 5'9", weighs 204 pounds from Charlotte, North Carolina. And so far this season, he has 169 carries, 784 yards, 11 touchdowns, and averaging over 4 yards per carry. Coming in number 21 is the Tennessee Volunteers, who is previously ranked number 23. They have a record of 6-3. Their next opponent is against New Mexico State on November the 15th, and they're led by Joey Aguilar, a senior quarterback who's 6'3", weighing 225 pounds, and this season he has over 2,700 passing yards, 21 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and a QBR of 76.6, and 27 ranked. And he has a dynamic wide receiver, Chris Brazell III. He's a junior. He's 6'5", weighing 200 pounds from Midland, Texas. He has 49 receptions, 800 yards receiving, 8 touchdowns, and averaging over 16 yards per catch. Coming in at number 2 is the Cincinnati Bearcats, previously ranked number 25, who has a record of 7-1, and their next opponent is against Arizona. And they're led by Brendan Sorby, a junior quarterback who's 6'3", weighing 235 pounds from Denton, Texas. Coming at number 23 is the Pittsburgh Panthers. This is their first time ranked in the AP poll, and they come in a record of 7-2, and their next opponent is against Notre Dame. They're led by Mason Hersher, a quarterback, a freshman quarterback who's 6'2", weighing 215 pounds, and he's from Oregon. So far this season, he has over 1,500 yards passing, 12 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions, and a QBR of 71.0, and he's 33 ranked in the nation. Coming in at number 24 is James Madison, who's this is their first time ranked in the AP poll, and they have a record of 8-1, and they defeated Marshall 35-23. Their next opponent is against Appalachian State, and they have a junior quarterback, Aloni Barnett III, who's 6 feet, weighing 217 pounds, and this season he has over 1,700 passing yards, 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and a QBR of 68.5, and ranked 42nd in the nation. And last but not least is South Florida, coming in at number 25. They have a record of 7-2. They defeated Utah 55-23, and their next opponent is against Navy. And they're led by Byron Brown, a senior quarterback who's 6'3", weighing 231 pounds, from Raleigh, North Carolina. So far, he has over 2,200 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and a QBR of 73.8, ranked number 24 in the nation. For all your amateur news, make sure you subscribe to Formula Park 1 on YouTube. Thank you for your support.